I really feel like the bees and I have this kind of connection now that I'm caring for their message, and we have to save them. We don't have a choice. They really rely on us to take care of this planet Earth and work collectively.
Okay, it certainly increased the enthusiasm. The problem is that people do not understand what is to become a beekeeper. They just think that having bees is being a beekeeper. You actually have to know the bees, and you have to know how to manage bees. And one of those things that you have to assess before you have bees is if the carrying capacity where you are going to put the bees is enough for the bees. And you have to have some kind of knowledge, previous knowledge, in order to actually help the bees. Otherwise, if you really want to help the bees, provide food that is actually good for the bees, good for the pollinators, and treat your yard accordingly so you don't use any agrochemicals that are offensive or damaging to the bees. That's the best way to help the bees. One of the unique aspects of honeybees, Apis mellifera, and also the honeybees from the tropics, where are Melipona and Trigonas, is that they produce food and they produce wealth without you having to be invasive in any way, because they bring that wealth to the colony. And most amazingly is that this serves for communities, especially in the third world, where there is no electricity or refrigeration, because none of the products actually are perishable or require any special treatment with refrigeration, except royal jelly, but that's a different story. But if you collect honey and that honey is ripe and you pack it correctly, it will last for years. So you don't have the people that work with bees subject to the market pressures that if you don't sell it today, it spoils and you have to throw it away. So that's actually very stable and an important thing. If you want to become a beekeeper, probably the most important thing is to have a mentor, to have someone that transmits the knowledge, that gives you a style to work the colony, that will give you an identity to be able to understand what is going on. Be a beekeeper is basically be an administrator of a colony or apiaries, and that's what you learn to know. I mean, you have to learn more than hard science, the art of communicating with bees. If you understand that and they understand you, you can say that you are a good beekeeper. Beekeepers are very important, just for one reason, and it is food security. We require to have healthy pollinator populations, to have a healthy environment. That's basic. What do you need to become a beekeeper? Be resilient, be patient, be tenacious. You have to work in the elements, you have to like nature, you have to endure the difficulties of working with bees. It is not easy. When it is 90 degrees and you are on the bee suit, it is actually very difficult. But most important is that the beekeeper has to develop observation, curiosity, and passion for the bees. I think those are the characteristics that you require to become a good beekeeper.
kind of took over.
Look at that.
Took over some hives from the bee. Oh, there's Hannah. There she is.
I'm gonna have a baby in August, so I might think about the bees a little bit less after that, but I do hope that it's something that we can do together when the baby's old enough. It looks like brood. Oh, there's babies! Oh my gosh. So there's some capped bird here, and I can see some juicy, plump, fat little baby larvae over here. And
Isn't she beautiful?
Oh yeah, that's
She's mama of all the mamas. Gorgeous, huh? Mwah! I love her. She's such a good mom too. She's just, all these bees, they're so gentle. Put her back. Crawl back down. I love seeing her. She's doing her job. They've got lots of eggs. Brand new eggs I saw. They're working hard and doing
There
great.
was part of me that wanted to come to a place like this. Doesn't have to have a roof like this. It can be flat, but I made it like this so I could put sugar water jars underneath or have a place to put them. Work with it. And this one here, you know, most of the honey, as I was saying, is stored back here, and the brood is up front. And it's also, when you think about being a bee, I'm bringing back resources to the hive to feed bees. Well, I don't want to have to go all the way back here. You know, I may as well. That's why the brood is right here in front. They're easier to get to.
Mm-hmm.
That's some new wax, nice and clear. And they do a fairly decent job of just going straight down, just as they naturally would in a house or whatever. Of course, with these, you can't flip them horizontally or the wax would fall off. There's a hive beetle in there, a couple of hive beetles. But I don't see any hive beetle webbing or a larva.
Okay.
And there's a little honey on this. I don't know, it's hard to see. Bees are covering it up. Kill a few, and every time you kill a bee, it causes them to get a little more angry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Bill needs to check you out. Bunch of honey there. So they got, looks like they'll have enough to eat.